Hey guys, this is day 164 of startup. So I met a 90-year-old entrepreneur today and just got me to think, like blew my head off, like the guy with the kind of vision he had. And I got to think like the traits that make an entrepreneur succeed, like this unwavering, relentless pursuit of his goal and just betting it all on it is also probably the one that makes him fail big. And I've heard of such stories before, and now I'm seeing the story right in front of me. Okay, I cannot say that he'll fail big, but man, he's 90-year-old and like he has like trying to just completely reform Canadian healthcare. I'm just amazed by the amount of belief he had. So okay, so this guy, I he's also from the university I studied in, and I called at his reception to talk to him, and he kindly actually gave me time to meet also his, and he was actually very happy to meet me, very welcoming, and I'm sat with him for 2 hours, and he told actually his entire story right from when he came to Canada in 1971 and how he got started with his laboratories. So he has a big chain of over 60 laboratories in Canada, medical and pharmaceutical laboratories, and he has over 400 employees all in Canada. So he made a big fortune, a lot of money out of that, I hope. Well, for sure. And like amazing integrity, said that he never lied, and there was at the time when he started and during that whole years before, I don't know if it is there today or not, but during that time there was this kickback system with doctors, that doctors expected the laboratories to kick back in bribes 10% of the earnings, and then they would send more patients, and he was completely against it, and that's why I lost immense amount of business and still grew it to this level where now today he's like he has 400 employees. And so after all making all this money for so many years, uh, with the laboratories and the pharmaceuticals, so he was a chemical engineer by education. He started to dabble his hand into IT, and I think that's where he went wrong. Okay, that is just my judgment or my take on it, because it's not, it is, I believe, a very different business from a brick and mortar business or the business he was into. And I understand that IT software business is a very complicated one with many years of pumping in the money and then seeing no returns in the end, or seeing returns after many years. So maybe I really doubt whether he's up to the times with that whole IT and VC game. So he started to invest his own money into this IT company, and over time he, I think last 3 or 4 years, he burnt around $42 million, like staggering amount of money. And now he's out of funds, and now he's looking for funds from government, and he constantly writes them letter to give him grants. And he is so hardworking, like he tells like he's still working 10 hours a day. He just wants to reform this whole IT infrastructure of Canada. People have to wait in lines for so long in the hospitals and everything. And I can see his vision, I can see his passion, I can see his will. But again, like I'm also old, so I should not say that he's too old for that. But overall, I can only say that just blew off my mind, like, and makes me see like we entrepreneurs are really crazy, right? And that's why that craziness allows them to succeed big, but also allow in the end they end up losing big. And I can see like why he believes that he can pull it through. After all, when he started his business in Canada, he was new here, he did not know anyone, and he mortgaged his house to just start his business. And so he is no newcomer, not a newbie to taking huge risks. But this time he probably doesn't have that much time to pull it through. But I'm pretty sure he's still rich, because his children are settled. His whole the building where I went to meet him, still 3 acres of land and a huge building. And then he said his house is also on 1 acres of land. So he's still doing good. He doesn't need that much money. He's a simple guy. So all the best to him. and all the best to all the entrepreneurs who are taking a big swing. Hope it works out for you too.